Yo, what's going on, goats? Graham back here with another Black Ops 7 Zombies video, and today we will quickly go over what I would say are the two best working glitches post-patch. Now, the first glitch can actually be done with a squad, but the second one, being the out-of-map glitch, is really only viable for solos due to the co-op death barriers. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Do you want to max out all of your weapons to level 50 and unlock the new Infestation Camo ASAP? Then check out MITCH CACTUS. They are absolutely the biggest and most reliable in Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty. Whether you want to increase your own level to 500, get help completing challenges, or even the campaign, they've got you covered. Being completely safe and legit for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, they are super trusted by the community. You may have even seen them all over YouTube for good reason. With over 20,000 reviews and thousands of personalized vouchers, they're the go-to for all things Battlefield and Call of Duty. Use code GRAND5 for 5% off, and check out their current Black Friday sale to earn up to 60% off for a limited time. Once you've loaded into Ashes of the Damned, simply proceed through the map as normal, getting Tessie, and then making your way over to Blackwater Lake. This glitch can be done in either solo or squad games, and at least 3 of your players can be in the pileup at any given moment. A big shout out to my good friend Baby Call Me Drama, as he devised a method to actually block the bears from entering the map, which we'll be covering later in the video. Now, if you're on mouse and keyboard, it can be difficult to make micro adjustments, so if you've seen this glitch elsewhere but are struggling to find the perfect alignment, don't worry, as after some testing, your boy Grant has found the ideal spot to line up in, which works 99% of the time, every time. All you have to do is come to this little dock here next to the crafting table and position yourself at the end so that your compass reads between 20 and 30 degrees. Then align your crosshair up with the line on the pole like so. If you do this and back up far enough without falling off, you'll notice not only will the zombies pile up directly in front of you, but they will also rarely ever hit you, and if they do, it's usually only once or twice, so there's no real cause for concern. Now, if you want to do this glitch as a squad, it's pretty simple. Have your friend get into the glitch like so, lining themselves up where they can't be hit. After they get set up, all you have to do is approach and align yourself using the method I've showcased, centering yourself with the line on the pole. From here, you're free to go on a farming spree, unlocking all those augments, camos, and leveling straight to master prestige as a squad. If you end up struggling with the bears, I recommend getting Napalm Burst on one of your weapons and or trying to get your knife pack-a-punched with an increased rarity, as it absolutely shreds through their health. But as you can see, even with 4 bears, the block-off method does still work in duo games. Just be careful, as if you approach too closely, you will draw aggro from the bears and they will push the truck away, entering the map. With 2 people in the right setup though, it's not a big deal to swiftly handle them and get right back to farming all the XP you desire. If you find yourself displeased with the results of the positioning of the truck, go ahead and turn it around 180 degrees and back it up to the same position and see how that works. Another benefit of having 2 people in this spot, you are able to safely and securely remain within the glitch during special rounds. That way you don't have to jump down or waste any time. Because as I stated before, not only can Ravengers hit you, but so can crawlers. Like I noted yesterday, this spot is perfect for critical and knife kills, but if you happen to finish up your knives and this spot is still unpatched, I highly recommend getting started on those launchers. As I mentioned before, we have devised a method to block the bears off, stopping them from entering the map, so I'll go ahead and explain how to do that now. Simply grab old Tessie here and place her against the outer fence like so. If done right, this will stop the bears from being able to enter, as you can see. Just be careful, as the bear can teleport in if you get too far away from the farming location. If the bear does happen to get in whilst you're still in the pileup, I would recommend trying to get toxic growth down at the front of the dock, as this will slow it and allow you to kill it easier. Following up with our second glitch here for you guys, we have the out-of-map pileup. I'm going to be showing you guys the perfect location to farm in so the bear can't hurt you, along with all the tips and tricks to make sure you not only succeed, but are also grinding at the most optimized efficiency level. One thing to note is that when in co-op games, there are tons of death barriers outside the map, so using this glitch is near impossible, but not fully impossible with the right setup. For now, I would certainly only recommend attempting solo so you don't waste your time or resources. Before we get straight into how you're going to get out of the map and where to farm, I highly recommend getting yourself as set up as possible, seeing as there are only 2 ways to get back in the map once you're in the glitch. So start off by getting yourself pack-a-punched, and then there are a few key perks I'm going to recommend, so let's cover those real quick. First of which is going to be double tap, which will give us access to the double play minor augment, thus giving us a chance to restore a couple of rounds worth of ammo. Next, since we're right here anyways, hop on over and pick up Vulture's Aid right quick for the minor augment Condor's Reach, which will actually allow us to loot items farther away, being extremely helpful when out of map. After this, jump over to Blackwater and get your hands on Speed Cola for the Augment's Phantom Reload and Prestidigitation, which fills our magazines over time and gives us a chance to not consume ammo when reloading. Finally, over at Vandorn Farms, we're going to want to grab the Death Perception perk so that we can see all zombies through the wall we plan on shooting through. After buying these 4 perks, the Wonder Fizz will spawn in, allowing us to grab Deadshot for the Dead Again major augment, which can return bullets upon critical hit. Now is also the perfect time to grab additional perks you might want, like Jug or PhD if you happen to be using a splash weapon, and you can grab Elemental Pop to help clear out those zombies. One other thing you can do is upgrade your weapon's rarity as high as possible, so you can actually stay in the glitch for a while before coming back out to get whatever you need done. And if you haven't already, while you're in the area, make sure you grab yourself an armor vest as well. Super important thing to remember, you will need to at least open up the barn door before glitching out of the map, because the zombies will not spawn otherwise. Right outside the window here is where we're going to be farming, since for now, it's the only known location directly next to an ammo cache. Once you're ready to do the glitch, all you'll need is to hop in old Tessie, and you'll want to drive her up the ramp here on the left in spawn, just like you're going to see me do, and you'll need to line it up frame perfect right where I am. You'll know you're in the right spot when you see the front end of the truck dip down, and the left wheel is almost inside the ledge there. When you have everything lined up as you see here, all you have to do is exit the truck, and if properly done, you should hop out and actually be on the opposite side of the fence, outside of the map. If you happen to fail, don't worry, as you can simply repeat the process until you do finally succeed. As stated before, as long as you're in solo, there are virtually no death barriers. However, if you want to know the exact path to take, go ahead and pay close attention and follow along with me now. Once out of spawn here, just jump down and head out due south, following the tree line on your right. When you start to see the rocks on your left, completely avoid them, as they do drop down into a hole you will get stuck in. This big rock formation on the right is the first indicator here, so hug the left side of that all the way around till you see the clearing to your left, as well as the farmhouse, and head due east to the fence line. At the fence, simply wrap all the way right till you get to the barn window, like so. Just like that, you will have arrived at the best known farming location that is accessible from outside the map. As I said before, this spot is the best because you have immediate access to ammo at a moment's notice. If you find yourself struggling to access the ammo mid-round, Ether Shroud is going to be your best friend, so make sure you have that equipped. Additionally, having scavenger smoke to conceal you will help as well. A big warning, some zombies will come outside with you, wrapping the barn from that left side, so if possible, I would recommend placing a toxic growth right here to slow and kill them before they attack you. Some people opt to sit on the left side behind the wall of the barn, however, the results are inconsistent and sometimes you get hit by meat, so I prefer sitting behind the right hand barn door and shooting through, as this way you are pretty much completely safe. As you can see now, the only way the bear can even remotely damage you is with bees, so you shouldn't have to worry too much. If for whatever reason the zombies stop spawning, all you have to do is walk around to the barrier and they should begin spawning once more. Once outside of the map, there are only 2 ways I know of to get back in. You can either pop an Anywhere But Here Gobblegum, which will not only place you back into the map, but will also mean the truck is still in the glitch spot, ready for you to hop back in and jump out of the map as soon as you're ready. The only other way would be to fully save and quit and then load back in. However, as opposed to simply using it Anywhere But Here, you'll be placed inside the barn and the truck will be teleported to you. So make full use of your time inside the map and get any final perks you might need, as well as getting those guns fully pack-a-punch to tier 3. Since this one is so easy, all you have to do when you're ready to go back is repeat the process of driving up the ramp and aligning it just right so you can proceed farming back outside the map. There is a location right outside spawn where you can drop down in a hole, becoming invincible, but the only way to kill zombies is with the Necro Gauntlet, so it's not very efficient for camos. Thus why I don't cover it in this video, seeing as it's impossible to obtain ammo. Since these glitches didn't get patched today, I would guess tomorrow they're all going to get wiped, so go ahead and take advantage while you guys can. But that is going to wrap it up for this one, guys. Utilize these whilst they remain unpatched to help you grind out XP, augments, and camos. If the video helped you out, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with all BO7 glitch and guide related content. This has been Goated Grand, thanks for watching, and stay goated everyone.